Okay. Hello, everyone. We are going to start another session of guided newspaper practice. So today we are going to take a very interesting article. We're going to talk about the vaccine development for COVID-19. So this is going to be a highly relevant topic because you can use this in your day-to-day discussions as well. Okay. Now, why do we do these sessions? What is the purpose of this particular session? The reason behind doing this session is to ensure that you're improving from a basic level, from a fundamental level. Okay. So I will be reading out the entire passage very slowly. So you will be listening to me. At the same time, you will be reading out the article as we scroll. I'll also be giving you some words, some interesting words that you should be writing sentences with. And finally, we will do guided speaking as well. So as I speak loudly, you will also follow it up and you will also speak with me. Okay, so that's how all your 4 sections are going to be developed from a fundamental level. All right. Yeah, so keep participating on the comments box. If you're watching it later, do comment your answers, do comment your sentences, and we would love to review them and give you some feedback. Okay. Right. So let's begin. I'm sure all of you are aware of this, that there were recent talks that a vaccine is going to come out by next month. So a lot of positivity, some kind of doubts as well, cynicism as well. All right. So let's see what exactly this vaccine is about. Now, all those who've joined on the live chat, very good morning and welcome. Hello, Renuka, Albert, Gitanjali, Joycey, Pooja, Vishav, Sahana, and Lulu. Okay, good. Good to have all of you here. Wonderful. Hi, Shravya. Okay, now let's start. Okay, let's go very slow. Let's begin. Now, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. Now, this is the name Covaxin. Key facts as India races towards a COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, races towards. Let's see. Now, yeah. Hello? Yes. Okay, I hope all of you are getting my voice. Okay, just give me a quick yes on the live chat box if you're getting my voice. Okay, wonderful. Now, when Bharat Biotech's COVID-19 vaccine candidate, Covaxin, this is the name, Covaxin, received the Drug Controller General of India's go-ahead. When we say Drug Controller General of India's go-ahead, which means approval to start, to begin human trials recently. To begin human trials, which means that you can now test it on humans, there was a sense of optimism. Now, I'm going to read it. I'll explain in detail later. First, you should try to read with me and you should try to understand it by yourself. Okay, let's see how much you're able to understand. After that, I'm anyway there to help you. Okay, yes. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Neetu, Sahana, Priyanka, Sharis David, Shakila. Welcome. Good. But a letter on 2nd July, from the Indian Council of Medical Research left the scientific community in a tizzy. Left the scientific community in a tizzy. Okay, it is envisaged to launch the vaccine for public health use latest by 15th August 2020. Latest by 15th August 2020, after completion of all clinical trials. After completion of all clinical trials, the letter said. ICMR followed this up with a clarification on 4th July that the letter was meant to cut unnecessary red tape, without bypassing any necessary process and speed up recruitment of participants. All right. Okay. So how much did you get out of this? So if you have to put a number, did you understand 70% of the first paragraph, 80%, 90%, 95%, 100%? Just let me know on the comments box. Okay, good, good. All right. In normal circumstances, the development of a vaccine takes years, not days or months, it takes years. Okay, hi Rahul. Vaccine development is also an expensive proposition. Vaccine development is an expensive proposition. Okay, hi Syed. In a recent article for the New York Times, old, okay, and experienced, veteran personal health columnist Jane Brody cited the original rollout of the Salk polio vaccine in 1955 as a reminder of how the premature release of a vaccine can cause more damage than good. How premature release of a vaccine can cause more damage than good. Now, why? Let's go forward and learn. A mishap in mass producing the vaccine, a mishap in mass producing the vaccine caused polio in 70,000 children, permanently crippling 164 of them and killing 10. Okay? So now did you understand the second one? What's going on? Development takes years, not months. It's also expensive. Premature release does more damage than good. A mishap caused polio in 70,000 children, killed 10 of them, crippling 164 of them. Now tell me, how much did you understand of this one? Give me a number again. Most of you for the first paragraph have given me a number above 70, which is very good. Okay, and many of you are regular attendees. So I see an improvement. Good job. Okay, next. We look at some key questions related to the development of Covaxin, some key areas, some key questions. Okay, and whether or not it is scientifically and ethically possible to achieve it in a short span. Scientifically and ethically. Okay, good. Alvin, Neetu, Utkarsh, Lulu, Sahana. All right, good. Now let us discuss some facts. Okay. What is Covaxin? What is Covaxin? Bharat Biotech's Covaxin is an indigenous inactivated vaccine that is being developed in collaboration with ICMR's National Institute of Virology, Pune. Okay. According to the company, Covaxin has been developed from an Indian strain of the novel coronavirus, which was isolated by NIV. NIV, here you go, this one, NIV, isolated, separated by NIV. Okay, good. Others, Anbin, Pooja, Joycey, good. All of Vikas, all of you are able to understand. Good. Next. What is an inactivated vaccine then? What is an inactivated vaccine? Inactivated vaccines are made from microorganisms. Now, these could be bacteria, viruses, all these are microorganisms that have been killed through physical or chemical processes, already killed. So, according to the WHO module on different types of vaccines and their adverse effects, these killed organisms cannot cause disease. These killed organisms cannot cause disease. So, what's going on? Inactivated vaccine as a platform for vaccine preparation is one of the oldest methods. Essentially, for a viral vaccine, you take the virus and you kill or inactivate it. You kill or inactivate it. In the sense that the ability of the virus to divide and reproduce itself is completely taken away. The ability to divide and reproduce itself is taken away, which is how the virus would survive otherwise in the host. Okay. Says now, who is saying all this? Immunologist Vinita Bal, part of the visiting faculty at the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune. She says something else too. The immune system normally uses proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, etc. Okay, it's not etc. It is etc. to mount an immune response. So, while the inactivated virus cannot multiply, it can still trigger a response through these components. So, although it cannot multiply, it can still trigger a response through these components. Okay, these components. Now, did you understand? I know this is a bit technical, okay, a little bit related to health, but if you understand this, you will easily be able to have a conversation with others. You'll also be able to write well. You can speak confidently whenever you're talking about health because you know some idea, you have some facts. How much did you understand of this? How much did you understand of this? Give me a percentage. Now, what we are going to do is imagine you have to talk about this. Okay, so you have to talk about this, and maybe you're of the opinion that we should not develop the vaccine in a hurry. Okay, we should not simply rush into this process. So that is what you're going to talk to someone about. All right. So when you have to talk to someone about this, how will you talk? Okay, so we are going to do this paragraph and we are going to read this slowly. Okay, and you're going to repeat after me. Now, please participate with me because only if you participate and actively do these activities, you will be able to benefit better. Okay, let's do it. Anyway, it's going to be a small 30-minute session. Just participate actively. You will get the benefits. Okay. Good job, everyone. Good. Sheba, good. Come, welcome to class. Now, let's start. In normal circumstances, so you're saying that hurrying up the vaccine is not a good idea. So this is what you're going to say. In normal circumstances, say it loudly. In normal circumstances, in normal circumstances, the development of a vaccine, the development of a vaccine takes years, not days or months. Takes years, not days or months. Vaccine development is also an expensive proposition. Loudly. Vaccine development is also an expensive proposition. In a recent article for the New York Times, veteran personal health columnist, not columnist, columnist, Jane E. Brody cited the original rollout of the Salk polio vaccine in 1955, loudly, in 1955, as a reminder of how the premature release of a vaccine, loudly, of a vaccine can cause more damage than good. Loudly, can cause more damage than good. A mishap in mass producing the vaccine, loudly, a mishap in mass producing the vaccine caused polio in 70,000 children. In 70,000 children, permanently crippling 164 of them, loudly, and killing 10. And killing 10. Good. Now, how many of you did it with me? Type I did on the comments box. Just type I did. I want to see how many of you did this. Type it on the live chat or in the comments box. Tell me if you did it or not. Honestly. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Now, very quickly, what I'm going to do is, now that you have presented your point of view with respect to speaking, yes, now I'm going to quickly go through the passage, and I'm also going to tell you the meaning of certain words, okay, and what exactly it means. Good job. Very nice. Shravya, Neetu, Shakila, Utkarsh, Sarita, Pooja, Yamuna, Jalpa, Syed, Chaitanya, Shiba, Priyanka, Sahana, Dylan, Joycey, Krishnaveni, Chitwan, Rahul. Very good. I'll be explaining the meaning. Don't worry. Anbin, Simran, very good. Gitanjali, Albert, Renuka, very nice. Vikas. Okay. Now, let me go through the passage quickly and I'm going to explain the meaning. Good, Heath Mehta, good job. The first paragraph. When Bharat Biotech's COVID-19 vaccine candidate Covaxin received the Drug Controller General of India's go ahead to begin human trials recently, so when it got the approval, there was a sense of optimism. So people were positive about it. Okay, they were positive about it. Yes, I'm going to tell you the meaning of everything. Don't worry, Meshwa, Yamuna. But a letter on 2nd July from ICMR left the scientific community in a tizzy. Now, tizzy means in a state of nervous excitement. Okay, so a bit nervous, a bit unclear, a bit uncertain, that kind of feeling. Left them in a tizzy, which means now think if you have to rotate very quickly. Okay, and then I simply make you to stand right there. You will say dizzy, right? I'm feeling dizzy, right? So it's very similar to that. Now here it's dizzy, which means you're a bit uncertain, a bit confused, and things are not very clear. That kind of a situation. Okay. Because this letter from ICMR left the scientific community in some kind of uncertainty. Okay, in some uncertainty. Now, what is that letter saying? It is envisaged to launch the vaccine by 15th August. Now, when I say envisaged, it means that they have a target. Okay, they have a target. Now, candidate means one of the nominations, right? That is the project that they have. Okay, so it is envisaged to launch the vaccine by 15th after completing all trials. Fine. After that, ICMR followed this up with a clarification on 4th July that this letter was only meant to cut unnecessary red tape. So, what do you mean by unnecessary red tape? Now, red tape means a lot of processes and checks and approvals that you usually see in government setups, right? Government offices have a lot of approvals. You have to get a signature from this person, then that person, then this approval, that approval, too many. Okay, so that's called red tape. So to cut down that, to cut down unnecessary processes without bypassing any necessary ones. So bypassing means skipping, without skipping any unnecessary processes, and speed up recruitment of participants. So if you want to develop a vaccine, obviously you would need more people, more experts, right? So to speed up recruitment means to hire people. Yes, clear everyone? Just give me a clear in the comments box if you understood till this point. Okay, now I'm going to go a little fast because this is our second attempt. In normal circumstances means usually the development of a vaccine takes years, not days or months. This is the paragraph that all of you spoke loudly. So it takes years. It's not a matter of a few days or even months. It might take years. And also, vaccine development is an expensive proposition. Now, when I say proposition, it is an expensive project, expensive task. Okay. Yes. Now, in a recent article in this particular paper, when I say veteran personal health columnist, when I say veteran, someone who is senior and very much experienced. Okay, so veteran personal health columnist Jane Brody cited the original rollout. Now, what do you mean by rollout? The launch. The first launch of this polio vaccine named Salk, the Salk polio vaccine in 1955, as a reminder. So he cited, which means he said that, hey, please remember the Salk polio vaccine in 1955. What happened there? The premature release of the vaccine caused more damage than good. So the intention is to obviously ensure that people don't contract the disease, but it is doing more damage. How is it doing more damage? Look at the example. A mishap. A mishap means an accident. Okay, something going wrong. A mishap. A mishap. So something wrong in mass producing the vaccine. So some process, some fault caused polio in 70,000 children. The vaccine caused polio in 70,000 children, permanently crippling 164 of them. Now, crippling means a physical deformity, a physical illness. Okay. So, say now somebody's leg got deformed, something of that sort. All right. Permanently crippling 164 of them and killing 10. All right. So usually how are these vaccines made? So in fact, they take a little bit of the virus and inject it in the body, right? So the body develops an immune response and then the virus cannot attack you again because the body is already resistant to it. Just like how when people get chicken pox once, they can't get it again, right? Because the body becomes immune. So that is how the vaccines are made. Yeah. So now we look at some key questions. Now, what do you mean by key questions? Key questions means important questions related to the development of Covaxin and whether or not it is scientifically and ethically possible. So it might be scientifically possible, but is it ethically possible? Can you simply directly inject it on humans to see whether they'll survive or die? That is not ethical, right? So what is the ethical process? Is it possible or not? Let us see. First, what is Covaxin? What is this? So if someone asks you, this is what you're going to say. Is Bharat Biotech's Covaxin is an indigenous. Indigenous means made in-house. Anything that comes within the country, indigenous. So if I say that this marker is an indigenous product, which means it's made inside India. Okay, that's how I'll say it. All right. Similarly, you can think if you're from outside India, you can think of some product that is specific to your country. Covaxin is an indigenous inactivated vaccine that is being developed. Now, what do you mean by being developed? In the process, ing form, continuous form, right? Being developed in collaboration with ICMR's National Institute of Virology, Pune. According to the company, according to which company? This one. According to the company, Covaxin has been developed from an Indian strain of the novel coronavirus, which was isolated by NIV. Okay, a bit technical, no need to go into the details. Now, what is an inactivated vaccine then? What is an inactivated vaccine? Inactivated vaccines are made from microorganisms. Microorganisms, right? Microorganisms, organisms that are very small. microorganisms, simple. Okay, these could be viruses, bacteria, etc. So these microorganisms that have been killed through physical or chemical processes. So some physical process, some kind of pressure or something, or chemical process with some chemicals. So these microorganisms are killed. So according to the World Health Organization module on different types of vaccines and their adverse effects. So what do you mean by adverse? What do you mean by adverse? Who can tell me the meaning of adverse effects? Adverse, yes, means negative effects. Okay, and the negative effects, these killed organisms. So if these microorganisms are killed, they cannot cause the disease. Okay, all right. So let's see how. What's happening? Inactive vaccine as a platform for vaccine preparation is one of the oldest ones. So this technique of inactivated vaccine is one of the oldest methods. Okay, essentially, so basically in the essence, so coming to the true fact, for a viral vaccine, so because we are talking about a virus, it's now viral vaccine. You take the virus and you kill or inactivate it. You kill it or you inactivate it. Okay, in the sense that the ability of the virus to divide and reproduce itself is completely taken away. So if there is just one single virus inside your body, okay, and it cannot multiply, then the article says that it cannot do any harm. Only if the virus can get in and multiply inside the body, only then it causes harm, right? So that is how the virus would survive inside the host, because it keeps multiplying inside. But what if it is not able to multiply? Okay, in that is how this particular vaccine is generated. So once more, well, maybe a little bit of that virus is injected, the body develops the resistance, okay, and then you cannot contract the disease again. So that's what the article has to say. Okay, the immune system normally uses, what does your immune system use? Uses proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, etc. to mount an immune response. So when we say mount an immune response, to give an immune response, to fight with this particular virus, and it starts a response from the immune system. So while the inactive virus cannot multiply, so you have the inactivated virus, just one maybe, that cannot multiply, it can still trigger a response. What's happening? You just have one virus inside, but it has triggered a response. Your body has responded and it has now created that defense so that new viruses, that same virus, if it comes back later, cannot penetrate because the defense is ready. Okay? All right. So did you all understand this now? Did you all understand what's going on? Did you understand a little bit? Maybe you got some knowledge about this vaccine as well. How exactly it is planned and why some of them are skeptical, why some of them are doubtful, then it cannot be done so soon. Okay. All right. Good. All those commenting, very nice. Good. Charles David, Rahul Kumar, Yamuna, Simran. Yes. Good job. Pooja, Jalpa. Good job, everyone. Okay. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to give your opinion. I know some of you here are also from the medical field. So you would be able to give your opinion very well here. So tell me, what do you think? Is it good that do you think we will indeed have a virus in the next, indeed we'll have a vaccine in the next 1 month? Or do you think that it's not going to be possible? It is a very difficult target to have. What do you think? And I want you to express your opinion very clearly. Okay. I want you to get comfortable with your opinion. So I want you to type a sentence, and this particular sentence should have your opinion. You should say, yes, it looks like ICMR will indeed meet its targets of launching this vaccine by 15th August. They have been doing a lot of research and this is their bread and butter. I think they would be able to do it. You can also say that no, past data has shown that we should not hurry when it comes to launching a vaccine, because if we go wrong, the consequences can be disastrous. It is not advisable to follow a hasty process. Instead, we should go with a methodical approach. You can give either of the opinions, okay? But I want you to get comfortable with what you think, and I want you to express them very clearly. Now, nobody is going to say that your opinion is wrong or your opinion is wrong. Okay, clearly you can pick any side and you can express it. Nobody will attack you. Nobody will say you're incorrect. Nobody will troll you. Nothing of that sort will happen. That's why we are there. We will not allow such attacking comments here. Okay, I want your English to improve. So please feel free and write your comment. Okay, good, very nice. Okay, good. So Simran says it's possible once the trials are done and all the results come out, and if things go as per plan, it is indeed possible. Why not? Good, Simran. Very clear that this is exactly what I want. clarity in opinion, clarity in thought, and clarity in expression. Okay, good job. Now, as you type your opinion, I am going to now give you certain words that you will have to create sentences with. Simple ones, I'm not going to give you tough ones. Okay. Optimism, optimistic, optimism. These are the words that I want you to create sentences with. Now, if there's anyone here who has not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button right now, because only then you will get alerts. These classes happen every day at 11 a.m. and it will help you improve your English considerably. But if you don't hit the subscribe button, you will not get the alert. So please hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell icon next to it. Okay. Okay, good, good. Thank you. Good job, everyone. Yeah. So now we come to optimism. You can also say optimistic, optimistically. You can use other forms as well. Okay, optimism, this is a noun, but if you want to say, if you want to use it as an adjective, fine, go ahead. Okay, optimistic, positive. I'm optimistic about my results. Okay. Yeah, when I saw easy questions, I was filled with optimism. Yeah. Okay. I'm optimistic that my problems with my friends will be resolved. Go ahead. Okay. Good job, everyone. Nice. Okay. I see a lot of clear opinions coming in. So Chitwan is saying, no, it's not possible, right? Utkarsh is saying it's good news. There's a lot of things to do, but I hope so. I'm not sure. Good. Okay. Syed says, absolutely, it needs more consideration. Okay. Dylan says, hey, it needs proper research. I don't think we can simply do it like that just for the sake of becoming a winner. Good. Anbin says, vaccine involves putting many people's life at risk. We can wait a little bit more. Good. Very nice. Okay. Yamuna says, that's not possible. Very, very clear. Okay. Vikas says, vaccine is the need of the hour. Just put a "the" there, Vikas, but good idiom usage. Need of the hour, which means it's required right now. Good job. Okay. So I hope you're done with optimism as well. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is envisage. Envisage means to have a vision. Okay, to predict something with some kind of a vision. Okay, so if you're working in a company, you can say, my company has envisaged the launch of 4 more products by the end of this year. Has envisaged. Okay, has planned, has predicted. Okay, with a vision. Okay, envisaged. It is not envisaged. Okay, it is envisaged. Make it a bit short. Make the A sounds a bit short. Envisaged. That's all. Envisaged. Okay, envisage. Envisage. So the first word was optimism. The second one, envisage. Okay, now the next one. The next one is going to be the easiest, and we are going to do expensive. Okay, so usually people end up saying costly, and it's a very simple word. Okay, this is costly. I just want you to say expensive, which means it will cost a lot. It will cost a lot of money. Okay, so you can say buying gold is expensive. Okay, I recently bought a bag which was very expensive, but it's made by one of the best brands in the world. Okay, expensive. Say it with me, expensive. The opposite of expensive is affordable. Expensive, affordable. Affordable means you can afford it. No, it does not cost much. Okay, very nice. I see some very clear sentences today, and I'm very happy about it in the live chat box. So if you're watching a recording later, click the live chat box and check out how well the students have written. Chaitanya, Jalpa, Sahana, Utkarsh, Sarita, Sahil, Joycey, Priyanka. Excellent. Okay, very good words. Lulu, Pooja, Yamuna, Commerce Paradise. Excellent. Shravya. Very, very good sentences today. Excellent. Good job. All of you are exactly on the right track. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Perfect. 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 Great job. So that brings us to the end of this class. Now, very quickly to tell you about certain advanced programs that we have. Now, these are the basic sessions that will improve you from a fundamental level. Now, to top it up and to go into a really focused IELTS program, we have something called the fast track program. So in the fast track program, what we do is we have classes every day and we tune it with a lot of practice. So Monday to Friday, our fast track program members practice from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. every day. Okay, no respite here. All right, and then on Saturday and Sunday, they attend the concept classes. So the idea is that Saturdays and Sundays you develop your concepts, but then from Monday to Friday you practice, because any language development is all about practice. So see, today there is not much of theory that we did. right? It's more of practice. You read aloud, you listened to me, then you read this entire paragraph along with me as I scrolled, then you created some sentences. So it's all about practice. So that's what we do. We will also have some recorded lessons. So in case you're very busy, you can't attend the classes, these recorded lessons are already there for you. Okay. Now this is particularly useful for anyone who's taking the IELTS test between 20 days and 120 days. So if you fall in this range, then this particular course will be extremely apt for you. Okay. It will be an ideal fit. You will also have a lot of mock tests with reviews that you can take up so that you know exactly where you stand and you will get a personal evaluation. And finally, you will have like unlimited doubt support. So this entire program, it's valid for 90 days. And during this entire tenure of 90 days, you have unlimited support from us, the chief coaches. Okay. So do check it out. The link is given on the video description of this video. Okay. So check it out and click on that admissions form. Click the admissions form and fill it up. You will get a call from our counselor. So you can have a detailed discussion of your preparation, where you stand right now, how much time you have. Okay. Have these detailed discussions and then think of enrolling in. Okay. So clarify all your doubts, all your questions, and then you can get it. Okay. So on that note, all the very best. I'm glad that all of you practiced rigorously today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye bye.